Houston Maritime Attorneys. Houston Maritime lawyers are plentiful and they know Admiralty law or maritime law inside out. But experience is key. As an elite maritime injury lawyer, founder Patrick Daniel has litigated hundreds of maritime injury cases and has substantial recoveries for his clients. But this process requires more than a successful courtroom attorney. Maritime work is grueling, unforgiving, and raw, and any Houston, Texas lawyer who aspires to represent maritime workers had better know the work as well as he know the law. That's what sets Patrick Daniel Law ahead of other law firms in Houston and also in Texas. He knows the work. He grew up in Louisiana and has 20 years experience in litigating maritime cases, some of it from the other side of the courtroom. There are literally hundreds of maritime companies in Houston, and even though they claim to appreciate their employees and the sacrifices they make, you are only one fall on a slippery deck or one trembling pallet of cargo in heavy seas from discovering how much or how little they truly do care. If you are injured at sea, do not assume your employer will compensate you fairly and make sure your medical bills are covered. Any one of a host of Houston maritime lawyers will quickly point out that the ball game changes drastically when an injury occurs. Not only that, but the rules are different for maritime employers and for land-based employees. Defendants in maritime law cases try to hide out behind the nuances of maritime law, hoping the injury party is not up to speed on them. For instance, workman's camp do not apply to injuries suffered while at sea, but thanks to the Federal Jones Act, maritime workers have ability to sue out their employees for compensation, and employees are held accountable to provide reasonably safe working conditions and to maintain their vessels so that they are safe and seaworthy.